What up, people? What up? What up? They're letting off fireworks here for some reason. I don't know why. They're a little early, man. It's the 29th. I don't know what they're letting off these fireworks for. What up, Frank G? These messages starting to come in now. Jameis' first pass as a Buck, pick six. Jameis' potential last Buccaneer pass, pick six. What up, Byron? What up, man? You know you can't do. Man, they letting it off out here. I don't live in the hood. Y'all don't think them real gunshots, so I don't live in the hood. What up? What up? Perry, what up, man? What up, Frank, Perry, Byron, where we at? Gabe, what up? Quadri. Andre said Jameis gotta go. What up, man? Michael Johnson, another Bucs day. Fido said Gay lost the game. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna definitely get into it. Hooligans, Dustin, what up? Oh, UConn, what up? Yeah, UConn, man. We gonna talk. We gonna talk. Willie, what up? Devin said I called that pick six before it even happened in OT. All right, so all right. So first of all, let's get started, man. If some fireworks go off in the background like that, my neighbors is crazy. They celebrating all extra early. It's all good. When I get off of here, I'm gonna go over there, make sure I knock some fireworks off too. Fire the cannons. Now, shout out to the Falcons, man. I never realized that you could beat the Bucs without even really scoring on offense. Like, they beat us. No, Young Ho beat us. So I want to say shout out to the Falcons because without our number one receiver, number two receiver, and Jameis Winston, y'all managed to squeeze out a win. Not on the arm of Matt Ryan and not on the hands of Julio Jones or even the legs of Devontae Freeman, but on the foot of Young Ho. But Matt Gay chose today, the last game of the season, to be his career worst kicking game ever. What's crazy about that is you're at home. I just don't understand how you can miss kicks in your home. It wasn't raining. It wasn't extra windy. It wasn't super hot. Young Ho had no problem kicking in Tampa Bay. None. But Matthew Gay, you couldn't kick shit in your own. Where else are you kicking at? Are you kicking at the high school? Are you kicking at USF? Why are you not kicking at the Buccaneer Stadium where you're gonna be kicking at? What else do you have to do? Okay. So everybody come to practice, right? I just want to run this scenario. Everybody come to practice. You come to practice, right? You put on your uniform, your practice uniform. Everybody else grab their playbook. You don't grab your playbook because you don't have one. Everybody go in their own individual position groups to sit down and go over the game plan. You don't have a position group and you don't have a classroom to go into. You don't. So you grab your, I don't know, wind indicator, and you take your ass out to one Buc place with some practice squad holder, and you kick. That's all you got to do. These people got to learn playbooks, learn routes. They gotta scout the other team defense. They got to figure out how to block this person tails. They got all this to figure out. And the only thing that you have to figure out is how fast is the wind going to be and what the weather's going to be. And you can't do it. You've been doing good all season and you pick today. Why today? Fireworks. Why today? Why now did you choose to forget how to kick? What's wrong with you, man? Did you break your leg? Is your hamstring broke? Did you break it? Fire the cannons. See, this is why I don't come on live right after the game, because I got crazy people around me now. I think it's time. You might have cost yourself. I don't know. The Glazers and Jason Light gonna have to sleep on it. Because you might have cost yourself. That's crazy. That tells me that was like a little playoffs for us, right? The Saints already won the division, and we were mathematically unable to be in the basement, so we didn't have to worry about that. But just to sweep Atlanta and be over Atlanta, if we could at least do that, then an 8-8 record with sweeping Atlanta would have been something high to take into the all season. But now we split with them. I know Atlanta, the Falcons going, whoop 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 and hoop and holler, but we split with y'all, so stop. But that would have been a high to end the season on. So it's almost like a playoff atmosphere. At least it should have felt like it. And that's what you're going to do? Anyway, 3 kicks you missed. And we lost by them same points. If you count the 3 plus the pick 6. You lost us that game too. Not just Jameis, but you lost us that game too, sir. I'm not going to let you get off on that. Now, the offense was sputtering. Atlanta did not beat the Bucs. The Bucs beat the Bucs. Atlanta didn't do nothing but kick field goals. Young Ho beat the shit out of the Bucs. Atlanta didn't do anything. You know what Atlanta did? They just stayed patient because they knew we would stab ourselves to death. The Bucs stabbed themselves to death today. All you got to do is wait us out. We will commit the dumbest penalties at the dumbest times. We will stab ourselves in the chest, face, head, neck, all game. You just got to pretty much not commit penalties. We'll do it for you. Oh, we got to go 3rd and 6. Okay, cool. We're gonna do a little dump off pass, 1st down. Flag, hold it. Jameis Winston do some razzle dazzle, just deep pass to Perriman. Shout out to you, Rashad Perriman. But hey, just wait him out. Wait him out. Give him a second. He gonna show you what's up. Couple snaps later, hut. Whoop. Interception. Fumble. We fumbling. We throwing interceptions with us. They sound kind of close now, y'all. Hey, y'all better go ahead with them damn fireworks. I'm on live. Anyway, we fumbling, intercept, then we can't make no kicks. We look like Buccaneers are old. So I hate to think that one game can define the season, but it sort of does. Because if you look at that game was everything that Tampa Bay was this season. First half, well, we started off down because with a bunch of mistakes made in the beginning of the game. Then we fight back. We take the lead. Going to halftime, we come out of halftime, and for the rest of the half, we can't score. For some reason, the offense was working in the first half, and the offense not working in the second half. Because of that, the defense is hella tired. They've been out there all damn game. They spent most of the time on the field. So eventually, they was going, that bend but don't break. They was going to break. We've been running around all damn game. We can't even drink some Gatorade. They go sit down, drink some Gatorade. As soon as their ass touch the seat, it's like, pick, get in there, fumble, let's go D. And they're like, fuck, man. I ain't even get to wipe my face. It got to the point where the defense just might as well, like, just stay on the sideline fully dressed. It's almost like you just getting subbed in. Like, you're not even really, like, off the field. You just subbing for a series or two. It's crazy, man. I felt like the offensive line did their job. The Atlanta Falcons offensive line is the worst offensive line in the league. I feel like the offensive line did their job. I feel like the defensive line did their job. I feel like the defense as a whole did their job. They did a great job. Carlton Davis job working on Julio. Great job. If he knew how to catch, he would have had like 2 picks or 3 picks. But he can't catch. But anyway, so I felt like the defense did a great job, man. Offense. Rojo, what's wrong with you, man? You wait until this game to start fumbling? And Atlanta wasn't doing nothing special. Did they scare you? Was the game too big for you? Did it mean that much to you? That you just got noodle legs and your arms jelly, you can't hold a rock? Y'all picked this game. And at the end of the day, it really didn't mean much. But to not make the playoffs and go into the offseason on a high note, that does a lot of things, man. That does a lot of things for free agents that we want to bring in. It's like, damn, man, yeah, we had an 8-8 season, so we just trying to push that last. We just need you to come in, take us over the bump. If I'm a free agent, I go, y'all really ready for the playoffs if I come down there? So what if I did help y'all get to the playoffs? Y'all had a game like that, and y'all just shit it away. I wouldn't have made a difference. We're going to get to Jameis, but we got to talk about everybody else first because it ain't just Jameis' fault. But you know I'm not a Jameis nut hugger, so I'm going to get to him. Rashad Perriman, you're balling your ass out. Justin Watson, what's wrong with you, man? I want to punch you in your face. Tampa 2-1 up. I want to square up with you. I want to square up with you, Justin Watson. I want to square up. You got to give me my fade, bro. You got to give me my fade on site. What's wrong with you, man? See? Fire the cannon. I can't. Justin Watson, you got all the promise in the world, man. You got speed. You can catch a little bit. But it seems like you do things that a regular wide receiver off the street can do. I got dudes from my old hood. We used to play in the street. They was mossing cats in the street, middle of the street. Mossing. Nah. You can't do that. You scared. What you scared of? You got on a helmet. All right. Let's get to it, man. Nope. Let's talk about Byron and Leftwich. What's wrong with you, man? You know how to beat Atlanta? You throw the ball up the seams, and then you throw deep routes. Ball up the seams, deep routes. It's over. The game is over. Seams, deep route. Seams, deep route. That's it. Game over. You know that. Pick a seam. Pick a seam. Where are the tight end plays? You know what Atlanta did? They used their tight end a lot. Where are the tight end plays? Pick a seam or deep. That's it. Game over. I'm not a coach. You are. What kind of play calling was that, man? This is how you going to perform on a big stage with shit on the line? You just doing what the hell ever? It seemed like you took the playbook from week 3 or week 2 and just was like, yeah, let's just go back to that old one because why not? Shit. All right. Let me call all the shit that ain't worked all season. Let me just call that shit out. And then every now and then you'll go, oh, okay, let me try this one. This one worked last time. It was like you was closing your eyes and just, yeah, that's right, Jameis, do that. BA, you should have stepped in. You should have stepped in, Brewster God. You know he wasn't doing what he's supposed to be doing in that second half. You know that. Where is the hurry up offense? Why didn't y'all run hurry up offense? When the offense is starting to sputter and you make a play, start the hurry up offense. Go into it. Atlanta can't stop that. Their defense can't stop it. Go in the hurry up offense. Just go, 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 go. Boom, 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 boom. Touchdown. This is so easy. You didn't change nothing. You went out there, sputtered, punt the ball. Went back on the sideline. Went out there, sputtered, punt the ball. Or pick, or fumble. You didn't change nothing. When shit wasn't working, you ain't changed nothing. You just, shout out to Utah boys and that defense. Them boys was ready to play. Shout out to you. Now, let's get to James. I got two sides of this thing. I got one side that say, he ain't the answer. Look what he did. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck him. Then I got another side that says, is all of these other reasons, which I named already, that puts him in a position where he feel like he got to win the game himself. And he ended up throwing picks. I can't give you that this time. Normally I shoot you some bail, but I can't give you no bail this time. I can't bail you out. Because Jameis makes very poor decisions. That's a fact. There ain't no changing that. Jameis ain't going to change that. Now, I'm not saying he won't decrease his interceptions because he will. He ain't going to throw 30 interceptions next season, whoever he plays for. But I'm going to tell you why his decision-making ain't going to change. Because of what he said in his press conference after the game. He said, if you look at my numbers, I'm balling out. That speaks volumes. That speaks volumes about what type of quarterback you're going to be. You the type of quarterback, by what you just said, that says it doesn't matter if I throw 30 interceptions if I also threw for 5,000 yards. That's bullshit. You like to put a lot of other things in the sauce, like, well, I gotta stop doing this and for my team and blah 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 blah. You said a lot of that, but you just negated all of that when you said that. You said, if you look at my numbers, I'm balling out. You shouldn't even be looking at your numbers. Let us look at your numbers. You shouldn't let your agent look at your numbers. You should be looking at one column, W. That's it. There is no other column for you. W. Get W's, wins. You looking at everything but what you need to be looking at. So when you played this season, that makes sense why you would repeatedly throw picks. Because you watching the other side of the damn stat sheet. You watching the yard stack up or the touchdown stack up, and you not paying attention to the interception stack up. And you want, according to this report, you want $30 million a season. Somebody sent me a message and said, well, the average, the top 5 quarterbacks make like upwards of 35 million, so 30 million ain't really. No. You do not reward bad behavior. You don't do that. And nobody wants to win more than Jameis, so I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is your focus still ain't right where I would like it to be. And I don't think it's where Bucs fans would like it to be. That defense has been playing lights out for you. That offensive line has gotten a tad bit better for you. And at least Bashard Perriman has been balling his ass out. What this game today showed me, at least, is that the defense can only bail us out so much to the point where they're just out of the game. So it gives credence to those that say, let's go and get a quarterback that won't lose us the game. Maybe he don't scramble out to the right side of the right side of the field and chuck the ball 60 yards, and Bashard Perriman grow like 4 extra ribs and lean all the way the hell over and maybe he don't make that play, because I will bet not a lot of quarterbacks can make that pass. Not a lot of wide receivers can make that catch. But I would rather take that flashy play away if I can also take away that last pick 6. With the game in your hands, that's what you do with it. You don't understand that you are a part of this team. With a defense like that, I don't need you to win the game for us. I need you to not lose it. The defense is playing lights out. I just need you to not lose the game for us. That's it. As your pick total started to rise throughout the season, you should have switched from look at my numbers, I'm balling out, to man, I'm throwing a lot of picks and it's costing us games, or it's making us have to fight way harder than we should. Let me manage the game better. I know I'm not going to get 400 yards a game if I do this. If I do this, my number's gonna come down. And this is a contract year, and I want to get my money. So I need these numbers because that's what my agent go to the table to fight with. But I need to manage the game better so that we get more W's as opposed to hiking up your numbers for your contract. I bet if we was making the playoffs right now, going to the playoffs, you would have got the money that you're looking for. And I'm not saying you ain't gonna still get it, but you would have got the money you was looking for. I don't think that a franchise tag is worth it. Franchise tag is or $32 million or something. If they want to bring you back, fine. Do do whatever. Do what you're gonna do, Jason Light. But I am also in favor of drafting a quarterback. Jacob Eason is my quarterback, and everybody know that. But I'm in favor of drafting one to put behind Jameis Winston. Something has to stop you. You're not gonna stop yourself. Brewster God ain't gonna stop you. Byron Leftwich ain't gonna stop you. No one is gonna stop you from doing what you do. You have to stop yourself from throwing all them damn picks. You have to manage the game better. And the only thing that's going to do that is a quarterback behind you ready to take your spot. And once that switch happens, once you get subbed out, we ain't subbing in Ryan Fitzpatrick. We subbing in a young dude, rookie or whatever, ready to start over you. That's the kind of pressure you need, and you don't have it. Ryan Griffin ain't finna start over you. You know that. And I forgot the other quarterback we had at the beginning of the season that got hurt on IR. He ain't gonna start before you. You need somebody behind you that can threaten your position. You will manage the game better then. That's the only thing that's gonna stop you from throwing these picks like this every season. So, if they do decide to bring you back, that's fine. That's on them. But they are going to have to draft a quarterback. And I don't mean in the 6th round, some goddamn dude like that's trash who got a noodle-ass arm that could just throw 100 yards. No, not somebody like that. I mean somebody with some true talent. Somebody with some real talent that with just a little bit of tweaking, he can compete. That's the guy we need behind you to push you to manage the game better. That is your problem, is you cannot manage the game. You get stuck in the lights too. And when you said, look at my numbers on balling out, that was indictment. You indicted yourself. I hear the people saying it's time to move on. I hear you. I can understand why you feel like that, and I'm kind of on that wave too. Because he said that. Words mean things, man. I also understand the people that said it ain't all his fault. He balling out. Let's keep him. Fire the cannons. He balling out. Let's keep him. I hear you saying that too. But let me put this in the air before I go to the hooligan. You cut out half those interceptions. So let's say 15 interceptions on the season. And we are in the playoffs right now. It is unfair to our team that you routinely go out there and do that. It's unfair to those coaches. It's unfair to their team that you do that. I want to applaud the Buccaneers for a valiant season. You didn't end up in the basement this year, which is an improvement. 7-9 is your record. I want to applaud you for a damn hellified season, downs and all of that. The last thing I'll say before I go to my hooligans is, no matter what you do, Jason Light, you have to keep this defense together, period. I don't give a damn what you do with the offense. or who you keep or whatever you do. I don't give a damn. I'm going to tell you how this need to go. You need to send everybody a text tonight. And you need to say, I would like the defense to meet me in the lunchroom tomorrow at 11:30 at One Buck Place. Bring your pen and bring your agent. You need to tell the offense, stay ass home. I ain't ready to deal with you yet. Except for Bashard Perriman. You can come too. You put the contracts on the table and you pretend like you are open. You get a contract. You get a contract. You get a contract. You get an extension. That's what you need to do. Only after that's done. Oh, except for Carl Nason. You tell Carl Nason to stay his ass at the house. He don't need to come either. Or tell him to come, but bring a crayon. Man, they just gonna pop all them fireworks. Anyway, have all them signed. Make sure the corners is good. They rookies, rookies, so they good. Make sure the safeties is good. Make sure the D-line re-sign, Shaq, JPP, all of them. Dominican Sue, everybody. Then you take the rest of your money. Then you call in the offense. Peyton Barber, you can stay home. Don't even come. No, Peyton Barber, you can stay home. Rojo, you wait outside. I want you to come, but you wait your ass outside. Bring in Chris the God, see what he talking about for his numbers. Bring in Mike Evans, see what he talking about for his numbers. All of that. Bring them all in, see what they talking about. Yes, even the offensive line. Because some of them might be needed for backup. And you take the rest of the money. Take 30%, put it to the side for the draft, and then you take the rest of the money, and then you split it up. So whatever Jameis get out of that is what he get, if y'all want to keep it. Rest of the money go to the draft and free agents. Pay the defense first, period. Everybody should be at the house. Pay the defense first. All right. They letting it go right now. So let's see what the hooligan is talking about. Let me scroll all the way back up. Shout out to y'all, man, for rocking with me all season. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try to roll up. I don't know where we at. 0 scores for 30 minutes from the Bucs. So listen. I'm gonna tell y'all what to do at work today. Tomorrow. Do not pay attention to any Atlanta fan. When they start to talking, don't give them no shine, don't give them no light, don't even talk to them. You know why? Because when they was trash, they ass was ghost. We was here. When we was trash, we was here. We was right here, throwing our H's in the sky. Holy, we was right here. Trash and all, losing and all. We was right here, saying bring it. They ass tucked their tail and ran the hell off. You ain't hear shit from none of them. I don't want to hear it now. No, don't want to hear it. I don't got nothing to say to you because your ass is trash anyway. All right. So yeah, everybody, MJ Stewart. MJ Stewart made some plays out there. I like MJ Stewart. Jaden C said, what do we draft? First round, offensive lineman gotta be offensive lineman for that first round. We still got to build that up. After that, defensive end. We need another defensive end on that left side. After that, running back or quarterback. Third round is where we get a quarterback. Third round or running back, but primarily a quarterback. Third round. Jacob Eason ain't gonna be available by then, I don't think. But if he is, I say let's get him. You already know those top quarterbacks is gone. I know it hurts. All these guys, they're gonna be gone. Top name guys, they're out of here. First, it don't matter what teams, because a lot of people be telling me like, oh well, this team don't need a quarterback and that team don't need a quarterback, so they just gonna skip them. No, teams are gonna trade up for those slots in order to get the quarterback. So the teams that need quarterbacks will jump up there to get one. But we don't need to draft one with the first overall pick unless we getting rid of Jameis. If we definitely getting rid of Jameis, then I'll throw the whole draft at a quarterback. I don't give a damn. It's that serious. But that's the order I think. Offensive lineman, preferably a guard. Well, somebody that can play guard, tackle, but guard. I know the tackles need. I know it. But you can kick a guard out the tackle and he'll be all right. And then a defensive end on the other side. We definitely need that. We need a pass rush from that other side. But the defense looked good. But I still want to get a top pass rusher from the other side to go with Shaq Barrett and the JPPs and all that. And then our defensive line already ferocious will be ridiculous. And then I think that's when we get the quarterback third round. I think we got to push. Jameis Jones 5,000 yards. Yep, and 79 on the season. He 5,000 yards, 79 on the season. 5,000 yards, people. I don't care if he threw for 10,000 yards. The only people that care about that is Jameis and his fans. I care about wins. I don't care if he threw for 6,000 yards. We 79. This wasn't even a winning season. In a season where my quarterback threw 30 touchdowns and threw for over 5,000 yards, we should be 11 and 5 at the lowest. If you would have told me my quarterback was going to go over 5,000 yards and throw 30 touchdowns, I would have said, oh, that's 11 and 5, 12 and 4 season right there. Nope, 79. If S&B was playing, we would have got it done. Nah, the defense got it done. I mean, S&B, we was missing S&B. I mean, he is the number one rookie corner in the NFL, but it wasn't a defense thing. Defense held them to all field goals. When the flip happened, right, when the turnovers happened, their team, the Falcons, was already in field goal range. So the defense stopped them already being in field goal range. They only drove down the field once, and they still didn't score. They kicked the field goal. The defense played amazing against the Atlanta Falcons to keep them from scoring. In it, Young Ho, man. MVP, Young Ho. Can't afford the, hold on, wait a minute, where am I at? Price says, we're a passing team, and we went away from what we can do best in the second half. No, they tried to see, that's the thing, man. I want to shoot them some bail on that, but no. We are, okay, so on paper, we are listed as a running team. However, we're advertised as a running team. However, we are a passing team. You're right. Well, I would say that what makes us more successful. But we lead, our offense runs by way of the run. It's just that we can't run. And Byron Leftwich started calling like the same. So the first half and the second half, same, very similar plays. It's just that when they wasn't working, he didn't do anything different. He just didn't do anything different. He just said, fuck it, it'll work at some point. And it just never did. Part of that was the play calling. Part of that was Jameis Winston. Part of that was the blocking, which he stayed upright, right? And part of that was the wide receivers. And for them to have that hard of a time with us without Mike Evans and without Chris the God, that kind of show you where they at. But we can't talk about had we had those wide receivers, this would have happened, and had we had that person, because the team that was on that field could have won, was built to win. The team that we fielded today should have won and could have won. Missing everybody, we still could have won. We even got the ball first in overtime. And not on third down or fourth down where you're gonna kind of force some shit. On first down. That play gotta be for sure. This is overtime. There ain't no time to come make it up later like you like to do. You like to make all these mistakes and then later make it up. This is overtime. Every pass gotta count. You gotta make sure there ain't nobody around that receiver or swallow it. You forced it. Not on a fourth down. You forced it on first down. That's your decision making. Could we call a better play? Yeah, I got you, but that's your decision making, James. That's you. Big Dog Dre said we can't afford to pay Jameis a max deal. Nope, we won't. We won't pay him max deal. He crazy. Got to put better backup wide receivers next year. Those wide receivers are okay. They serviceable, man. Now, no, you can't make no run with them. Like I wouldn't be comfortable going into the playoffs with those wide receivers, except for Perryman. That's for damn sure. But these guys are, bottom of the barrel guy. These guys are fourth game preseason guys starting. These guys start the fourth preseason game. That's who these guys are. And so we can't expect them, or at least we shouldn't expect them to play outside of that with just 2 weeks worth of start. These guys need more time than that. But I would tell you, they damn sure shouldn't be struggling like this. These guys, Atlanta has a horrible defense. Horrible. And so against one of the worst defenses in the NFL, you can't get off. You should be able to get off. What's wrong with you, man? Oh, these wide receivers. Look, we don't need to bring in no more wide receivers like we don't need to draft no high ass wide receivers all high. We don't need to do that. The guys that we got are serviceable. They're gonna learn a lot from this season. Mike Evans will be back next year. Chris the God will be back. Hopefully they bring back Brashad Perriman, but he gonna want some money. Trust me. He's been the best wide receiver over the last 3 or 4 weeks. He's been the best in the NFL, period, in the last 3 or 4 weeks. Outside of Michael Thomas. Anyway, they bring him back. You got to think we'll have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Brashad Perriman on the field at the same time. Any one of those guys can go off any game. And for the whole damn near the whole season, Mike Evans and Chris the God been switching off on who was going out. Whoever y'all double guard, the other person going off. And if you double guard Chris the God, Mike Evans gonna go off. Now, so can Brashad Perriman. He'll go off. So I don't know what you're gonna do if he got time. Whoever the quarterback is, got time. 30 interceptions. Oh, where we at? He said, Jay said, what else you want him to do this game? That second pick was it. I just wanted him to manage the game, man. If the shit ain't there, then swallow it. That's it, man. If it ain't there, swallow it. That's it. Dove said 30 interceptions. Come on, he broke a record. Still want to nut hug him. Oh, man. Yeah, man. 30 picks. See what? Let me explain something to you. My hooligans already know this. There's a difference between a fan and a fanatic. There's a difference. I'm a fan of the Buccaneers. I am not a fanatic, which means I don't make excuses for what I see. Right? When I look at their game, I watch the same game you watch in the same speed that you watch. When I look at the game, I say to myself, what is happening? I know what cues to look for. I know what to look for in the defense. I know what to look for out of the offense. I know what I'm waiting to see. I know what players do. I can tell by their formations what they're trying to do. I can look at the defensive formations and look at their rotations and see what they're trying to do. I see when they drop down a safety, put a safety over the top, going from cover 2 to cover 1. I see how they do their disguise. I see all of that, just like y'all do. And I can also see when Jameis Winston is feeling it and when he's not. And I can see when the offense is clicking and when it's not. I can tell by the sideline what's going on. For someone to throw 30 picks and set an NFL record is embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I can't brag about my quarterback having 30 touchdowns because then I have to also say he got 30 interceptions. I just, you can't erase those interceptions, man. You just can't. And I'm gonna go back to the fan fanatic thing. These fanatics see the same things that I named. However, they insert excuses as to why it's happening. So for me, I go, well, why is this happening? Oh, I see this happened, that happened. The safety came down here, the linebacker went over there, or the linebacker went under, didn't bite on the play action or whatever. That's why Jameis got sacked, because the linebacker didn't bite on the play action and covered the receiver coming across the middle. That's football. A nut hugger will say, that damn offensive line ain't blocking for him. Now, I want the nut huggers, if you go look at the play, Jameis is supposed to take a 5, 3, 5, 7 step drop. It's a quick pass over the middle, slant. Jameis is supposed to hit him right out his break. The offensive line knows what the play is. So I'm blocking. I have an internal clock that says that ball should be gone right now. Or I'm going to push him a certain way because this is how the play is supposed to be going. And this is how long he's supposed to hold the ball. So I know, because I know who my opponent is, I know I can ride him this way with time enough that Jameis should get rid of the ball. And a lot of times when those picks happen, Jameis does get rid of the ball in time, but he just don't throw it to the right person. He don't throw it to the right spot. Jameis Winston will throw these damn corners and these damn linebackers, throw them in stride so they can get yak. It's almost like he got a 3 wide receiver set. But he don't see 3, he see 4 wide receivers. Because he see the linebacker as a wide receiver too. And he snapped the ball and he looking. It's almost like he be thinking about something else. Like he's like in the huddle, he's like, yeah, we're gonna do a 32XY banana, blah, blah, blah. Split on 2. And then he get up to the damn center and his mind goes somewhere else. Like he started thinking about like what he want to eat and like what he trying to buy from the store. He's like, damn, I meant to call that girl back. Oh shit. Like he just, like his brain just cut off. I don't know, anyway. 30 picks, man, that's a shame. That's embarrassing, man. Don't argue with the nut huggers, man. Don't argue with the nut huggers. They are fanatics. No matter what you say, they will find a reason. They will find a reason, and they will excuse it. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just like people's religious beliefs or their political stances, it's just like that. Fanatics are like that, right? They side where they side, period. You can put all the evidence in front of them to say, you know why such and such religion is bullshit, or you know why you shouldn't be this political stance over that political stance. Here's why. You can feed them all you want to feed them. They're not hearing it. They have an excuse for those interceptions. But no matter what they say, you know football. Jameis Winston cannot have 45 seconds behind with the ball. He cannot. That is going to get a holding call. Because I can go out there against a damn offensive lineman. He cannot hold me for 10 seconds. I don't give a damn what he does. 10 seconds? He can't hold me for 10 seconds. It is impossible. And not hold me. He can't. And that's me off the couch. He can't hold me for 10 seconds, 15 seconds. The offensive lineman trash, don't get me wrong, and they have caused him to rush passes, and they have caused him to take sacks. I give you that. But you cannot count 30 interceptions worth of that. You can't. You can't. It's on him, man. But don't argue with fanatics. Just say, yeah, I know we got a trash offensive line. I got you. And yeah, they should have called better plays. You're right. And yeah, we need a running game. You're right. Yeah. But still, that don't explain 30 interceptions. That's the only thing you got. They're going, yeah, but that don't explain 30 interceptions, bro. I give you a 5 to 7. Fine. I give you 10 interceptions, fanatic. 10 interceptions was because of the offensive line. And 2 of them was because of no running game. 3 of them was because of no running game. I give you those 13 picks I'm giving you because of reasons other than Jameis. 13. So what about the other 17? I give you 15. What about the other 15? Okay. First interception on Watson. The second one was tipped at the line. See? Yep, you're right, Smallville. Shout out to you, man. You're right. Hey, look, tip ball is a tip ball. Can't do nothing about it. But let's talk about, because when we talking about paying Jameis, we're not talking about just today. We're talking about his whole body of work. Not just this season. Even though this is a proven season, talking about his whole body of work here, people. Whole body of work. From the time we signed him to today. He has the highest interceptions in the league. Or definitely in the top 5, top 3. So do you pay him? Among the highest quarterbacks in the NFL. Or do you keep this defense solid? Pay everybody on that defense. And bring in a game manager. Oh, and let me add, don't forget, we won the Super Bowl with a game manager and a menacing defense. Don't forget that. A game manager in Brad Johnson, a high-level receiver or 2, and a menacing defense. We won a Super Bowl like that. We never had a Russell Wilson or a damn Lamar Jackson or hell, a Tom Brady or we never had that. But we do have a Super Bowl. And we won a Super Bowl not having that. Now you may say, well, we had Derrick Brooks, we had Warren Sapp, we had Rondé Barber, we had this. Okay, well, Shaq Barrett just broke his sack record. Now, I'm not saying Shaq Barrett is just as good as Warren Sapp. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. Levante David and Devin White seem to be some pretty good damn linebackers. I think we got some pretty good corners, given that Carlton Davis has the most pass breakups out of any corner in the league. All I'm saying is the defense is built to win today. And we also have 2 of the most special wide receivers in the NFL in addition to that. But we keep losing because someone is literally gifting teams 15 points a game. Someone. Anyway, all right. I don't know what that means. Glad he still has confidence. Who? Jameis? Jameis still got confidence. Let's go. He's saying if I get right, I'll be great. That's all. I don't get why he can't say that he tired of being the quiet boy. He want to have that fire. Jameis Winston can be great. He won't get out his own way. He won't get out his own way. He makes those decisions. And he comes in and he says every week, he says, I can't do that. I got to stop doing that. Well, when? When? When are you stop doing that? Hold on, where we at? Do you want him to not be confident? Do I want Jameis Winston to not be confident? No, I do want him to be confident, but I want him to be humble. Humble, and I want him to admit his mistakes in a way that shows that he's going to improve them. It's like this, right? Let's say you out there running the streets cheating on your girl or some wild like that, right? And she catch you. And you like, yo, I'm sorry, I just got to, I got to do better, I got to be more. Then you do it again. And you're like, I can't be out there like that, I just got to be. And then she catch you again. At some point, she's going to say, bullshit. You're not going to stop doing that. That's who you are. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying bullshit. You're not going to, because that's who you are. Now, people change. People change. But the only thing that's going to make him change is to feel like he might not have that position. Of course, there's 1,000 teams that'll sign him. But he needs to feel like he may lose his job. At least with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't care what you do with other teams. With Tampa, you need to feel like you're going to lose your job. And right now, you're not going to lose it. Okay, Jemiah says, did he Seahawks game? No. Okay, let's go here then. All right, let's go here. We can sit here and break down every game and say, look at this mistake, look at that mistake, look at that mistake. But what you will notice is that in those games that we lose as a team, those games are less than the games I feel like he gives points to teams. When you give the other team 15 points, 13 points, great field position, even if they don't capitalize on it, great field position, you are starting to deteriorate our defense by fatigue. When the defense goes off the field, comes right back on, gives everything they got, turnover, they punt the ball, they get off the field, 2 plays later, they're coming back in, then our defense starts to tail off. They're tired, right? Okay. So then when the corner gets beat in the end of the third quarter, you're like, oh man, look, the defense is sagging off, they trash. Well, right, because we've been out here for 75% of the game already. How long you think we could do this? That's what happens. Like if you at work and you work your typical 8 hours and you go home, you're fine the next day. But if you work 12 hours, then the next day you come in, you work another 12 hours, then you come in the next day, you work 12 hours. Eventually, your productivity will start to go down. Eventually, you'll start making mistakes. And eventually, you'll say, fuck this. I'm tired. Well, that's what happens to the defense. That's what happens to the wide receivers. That's what happens to the safety. That's what happens, man. You wear them out by that constant change and that constant transition between offense and defense. You wear your own team out. And then the motivation starts to drop too, because you're like, damn, man, here we go. Jameis with these damn picks again. It changes everything. People make mistakes, and we can't say that the team's got to be perfect, but you just can't hand them the game. Fumbles. You can't do it. Hold the ball. Interceptions, you can't have them. You just can't have dumb, stupid penalties. You can't have them. So if you want to say, well, he didn't cost us the Seahawks game, okay, got it. That's one loss. Did he cost us this Atlanta game? Some might say Matt Gay. I got it. But Jameis threw not one but 2 pick sixes. No, he threw 1 pick six in overtime. I forgot already. But he threw multiple picks is what I'm trying to say. Put him in perfect field position. And Young Ho knocked him through the goalpost every time. That field position was due to Jameis Winston throwing the interception. That's the point. So, I blame Jameis. All right. Let's put him on a franchise. Let's put on the table, franchise him, and weigh on the Clemson quarterback. We ain't gonna be able to get Clemson quarterback gonna be gone, bro. Jonathan said his decision making is suspect. I understand if you want to move on, but it's unfair he's getting heat from this game. So, I say this, Jonathan, man, look. First of all, if you want to be the franchise quarterback, you take the heat for everything. That's just how it goes, man. When you're a boss, that's just how it goes, man. So he's got to learn how to take the heat for his team. Franchise quarterback means the franchise is on your back. You take all the heat and all the smoke. That's what you got to do. Now, had you not gave the game away, then nobody can blame him or put heat on him. If you don't throw, these picks, some of these picks is clean. Straight to the damn corner, straight to the linebacker. Clean. Almost like it was done on, and I know almost like it was done on purpose. That's how clean some of these passes are. A tip pass, we can't do nothing about that. Wide receiver drop the ball or throw it up in the air, can't do nothing about that, right? But Jameis throws clean picks. Clean. So he should get heat. It's called accountability, man. We are holding everybody accountable. But ain't everybody looking for a big payday? Jameis is. Not only do you get the scrutiny and the heat because you want to be the franchise quarterback, but you are the quarterback in a quarterback-driven league. And you want a multi-year, $30+ million a year contract. Shaq Barrett won a big contract. You know what he did? He only set the Buccaneers sack record. That's all he did. He won a big contract and he showed you why. This was Jameis Prove It year. And did he show you enough to say you proved it? You proved that you're the franchise quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You proved it. If he did to you, cool. If he did to you, then cool. Then that means that you're good with 30-30. The way I look at it is, if I had this quarterback that I got this proven year for the next 5 years, would I be fine with that? Or the next 4 years, would I be okay with that? If I got the quarterback that he was on his proven year for the next 4 or 5 years, would I be fine with that? And the answer is no. No. If I got Shaq Barrett, the guy that Shaq Barrett was, for the next 4 or 5 years, would I be okay with that? Yes. So give him a contract. Same thing with Ndamukong Suh. Yes, I will be okay with that. Same reason why Levante David gets his extension. Yes, I will be okay if you play like that for the next 4 or 5 years. Now, is it realistic to expect the exact same play for the next 4 or 5 years? No. But when you got to prove it year, that's what you're showing the team and the fans and everybody else is this is what I'm bringing to the table, and I can bring this every year, even though you won't, but I can bring this every year. Pay me. And you go, right, okay, because that's what we want. And to me, he didn't do that. And to some fans, he has. But I can't take 30-30 every year. I can't take 25-27. I don't want that. I want somebody with 3,200 yards, 18 touchdowns, 22 touchdowns, and like 7 interceptions, 8 interceptions. That's what I want. with a 12-4 record. That's what I want. You can keep your 30 for 30, 5,200 yards in the season. You can keep that if it only amounts to 7 wins. All right, we got to skip down. Hio 2 said no free agents will be available. All the best QBs locked up. Also, nobody in the draft. We're stuck with. No, that's not true. No, that's not true, man. That's not true. First of all, there's a plethora of free agent quarterbacks available this season, on this offseason. Now, I'm not saying by the time the free agency opens up that they won't be locked in, but it's a whole lot of quarterbacks coming out. And there's a lot of quarterbacks in the draft. I mean a whole lot. Like, you got to pay attention, man. And again, I got the big names. I know you're looking at the big names from the big schools and all of that. I got you. Look at some of those other guys too, man. All the successful quarterbacks in the league today didn't all go to big name schools, man. Not all of them. You got to look at your Tennessees and your Virginia Techs and your Wisconsins and your you got to look at all them schools, man. Don't limit yourself to the SEC and the ACC quarterback. Don't limit yourself. Go look at some of these analysts' top 25 quarterbacks in the 2020 draft, and then go type their name into YouTube and go check them out. See what they do well. See their field vision. See how they moving. See their decision making. Look up their stats from college. If you can find high school stuff on them, look up the high school stuff on them. Look and see if they're accurate quarterback, if they make good decisions, if they got a high pick total. Look at how many passes they threw. Because if you got a low pick total, but you threw half the damn amount of passes as one of these big name school guys, then okay. Look at the competition they playing against. Look at the colleges they playing against and their defenses and stuff like that. You got to look at all of that, man. You'll find them. I'm saying pick one in the 3rd or 4th round. Those guys that's going to be available, Russell Wilson was a 4th rounder. He was found in the 4th round. That man he went to the Super Bowl twice. And can go again. It's not a needle in the haystack, man. You need a game manager. With this defense, game manager. All right. Yeah, you can get your boy Easton. That's my guy, man. Everybody know. He said Peyton had 100 interceptions his first 5 years. A lot of people like to do that. A lot of people like to bring up Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was a very, very, very cerebral quarterback. He was obsessed with football. He was obsessed with the mental part of football. And once he figured it out, he figured it out. I'm not saying Jameis is not a cerebral quarterback, but what I'm saying is Jameis relies on pure heart and grit and flash. That's what he relies on, just like flash, and he'll make an unbelievable pass and you'll go, wow. He scrambled out of the pocket and wow. I want to see him break down defenses and depict what they're doing on defense and be able to do that. Be more cerebral with your game. Not so flashy, just cerebral. Wow, it makes the damn bar go crazy, right? And it makes the fans go, whoa, and it lights up the highlight reel. It still amounted to 7 wins, man. 7, and then before that, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, a 9. That's what it amounted to over his 5 years, man. So if your picks, 30 picks, are going to amount to a 12-4 season, then cool. but they don't. They amount to a 7-9 losing season, and it amounts to you giving the game away. I know people like to bring up Peyton Manning, but you cannot compare Peyton Manning to Jameis Winston because they play the game different. They see the game different. They are different caliber quarterbacks, and they're different pedigree in quarterbacks. They ain't nothing alike. Numbers are extremely similar, but they ain't nothing alike. They don't even play the game the same, so you can't do that. Peyton Manning went on to be a Hall of Fame quarterback, and maybe Jameis will. But Jameis don't break down the game like he did. And I know that for a fact because of how he literally makes the same exact mistakes week in and week out, season in and season out. All right, here we go. Anybody can throw. Justin says anybody can throw for 5,000 yards if they don't care about throwing interceptions. That's a good point. Especially when you got a coach like Bruce Arians. That's like, risk it. Like, go for it. Call another deep pass. And especially when you got wide receivers like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Name a quarterback in the top 20, top 15, top 20 that would not throw for 5,000 yards to those two wide receivers. A starting quarterback today. Name one. That's in the top 15, top half of the league. All of them will throw for 5,000 yards. But when you look at the teams that made the playoffs, that's playing next week, playing the week after that, they ain't threw for 5,000 yards. And their fans are very excited right now of them watching their team play in the playoffs. And the only thing the Bucs can say is, oh, well, Jameis threw for 5,000 yards. And you know what those fans are saying? Oh, okay, cool. That's good, man. That's good. He threw 5,000 yards. That's great. That's great for y'all. It was exciting, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, we're gonna be playing next week at we got the night game next week, so make sure y'all watch and tune in. That's what they're saying to us. Make sure y'all tune in. Nobody cares about that, man. It's great for him, but nobody cares about that if it don't amount to W's, man. 5,000 yards with W's, then you got Drew Brees. See, that's the difference. 5,000 yards with the W's, Drew Brees. Playoffs. Super Bowl bound. 5,000 yards with 30 interceptions, 79 sitting on the couch. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, Byron said, I don't want to hear compared to Peyton Manning. There you go. What's wrong with Nason? Frank, I don't know what the hell wrong with Nason, man. I don't know what's wrong with Nason. I saw, it's funny because you could tell, like, I could tell something different was in him today. When you watch that game, watch Carl Nason. And whenever the camera would zoom into him and he wasn't getting in on the play, like he was fighting the lineman, and he couldn't get in there, and he didn't get in there, he was mad as shit. I'm wondering if they said, if you don't get to the quarterback this game, we're not bringing you back. So prove it to us this game if you worth being brought back. This is the game you need to prove it. You should have proved it all season, but this game right here, we watching. If you don't get to the quarterback, if you don't get in that thing, man, we ain't bring you back. I don't care who signed you, we ain't gonna sign you. And I feel like, because I ain't never seen him get that mad for not being able to get in the play, man. I ain't never seen him just throw a fit. And he was throwing a fit out there. I was like, somebody lit a fight up under your ass, I can tell. All right. Skip it through, we gotta skip through. Okay, so Falcons, Hawks, Braves fan extraordinaire says the Bucs defense is legit, the kicker is not. So I guess you're a Falcons fan. Here's the thing, man. He been kicking good. I know you ain't been paying attention. He been kicking great all season. He got some misses here and there, but a kicker kicking 80% is excellent, right? He gonna miss some kicks, but the 80% kicker is excellent. And I'm telling you, I know this shit sound like bullshit, but I'm serious. Today, it was something different. The dude today act like he could not kick shit. I don't know what his problem was. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. He picked the day to shit a brick. He should have bricked it there. All right, scrolling through. No running game and play calling was up and down. Yeah, the play calling, it wasn't that it was up and down, Willie. It just didn't change. Just didn't change. That's it, man. It just didn't. There was no. This is the last season of the game, bro. Pull it out. Pause. Pull it out, man. Pull it out. Go to the back of the playbook with all them plays that you were saving for the Super Bowl. Pull them out. Let's see them. Where's all that at? Where's all that at, man? Justin Watson is fast, right? So find something to get him in some space. Rashard Perriman is a deep threat. Put somebody, run a route and put somebody right under him. Like, where's all this at? Where's the creativity? It's the last game of the season. Pull it out, man. Especially in those situations. Don't just keep the same mundane play calling. And Atlanta's defense is so trash, man. They didn't beat you. You beat yourself. Conservative is not even the word for that's an understatement. Byron say 5 seasons. Dude has over 140 total turnovers. It's time to move on from JW3. I don't know if that's true, but it sounds right. 140 total turnovers. Some of that, offensive line. Some of that, play calling. Some of that, no running game. Most of that, his fault. 70% of that is his fault. Holding the ball too long, throwing an interception, throwing off your back foot, throwing across your body, not looking in the right damn direction, taking your eyes off the receiver, fundamentals. Most of that is your fault. I will give the nut huggers they bail and say it ain't all his fault. I agree with you. Most of it is his fault. Even if I say 50 to 60% of it's his fault, that's also a problem. Let me see. Some fat lineman had the only offensive touchdown. See? See there? See how we gotta talk. Look how we gotta talk amongst Bucs fans. See that? Defense did their thing today. You had to pull out the trick play with the offensive lineman to get the touchdown. Held you in check all game. Young Ho Koo. You ain't gonna never forget that man's name. Young Ho Koo, man, you need to leave Atlanta. And then I just heard the Saints worked out Antonio Brown. Woo! Michael Thomas and Antonio Brown? Yeah, keep this defense together and plus up this defense. Keep up with shit. For real. Byron only goes deep, just needs to run more. Yeah, you know, here's the thing. He's trying to have complementary play calling, so to speak. The run game opens up the deep pass. If your run game's not working, meaning they're stacking the box or they're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback, putting a lot of pressure on your run game, then you got to go deep a few times. That's going to back everybody up. Then you can get your runs in, and then once they creep down again, you go deep again. So they're supposed to like complement each other. However, when your run game's ineffective, then and they're allowed to just pin their ears back, and especially once you get down, then the run game doesn't matter, and you go away from the run game for the pass game because you're running out of time, and then the deep ball stops working. So he's trying to go deep a lot to open up the run game. It's just not happening. And we do break some runs off every now and then, but we got to get better in the run game. And by saying that, we need a better runner. Rojo ain't it. I was getting behind Rojo, but he's not it. Like he's not gonna do it. He fumbling and shit. Like he's not gonna be it. Like I'm not saying cut him. I'm not saying that because he got some skill in him, but he can't be the only one. And Ugumbabwe, whatever his damn name is, please stop letting him return punts and kicks. That boy is trash. He does not need. He needs to be put in there on third down. That's it. Third down and short, Ugumbabwe 44 need to be in the backfield. Other than that, need to be sideline or special teams as a gunner. That's it. BS Falcons didn't shut down nothing. Kicker missed costly field goals. Yeah, man. The Falcons fans know that. That's why I say don't pay them no attention. Don't pay Falcons fans no attention because they obviously are just, delusional. You know that your team was trash. I mean, we sacked your quarterback 4 times in the first. Like, you know that your team is trash. You know that. Jameis Winston literally threw y'all the ball. Literally just threw it right to you. You know that. Had it been not for those missed kicks and that wonderful field. See, the game shouldn't even been close. We put the ball damn near with the turnovers, damn near in Young Ho's field goal range when y'all got the ball and y'all still couldn't score. So your offense is trash. And your defense is even more trash. Right? Even more trash. That game was lost because of Jameis Winston and the kicker. Period. But y'all did win, and that's all that matters. The W matters, and y'all got that. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Terrible decision making, though. Oh, hold on. Manning threw 28 a few times as a vet. Look, Jay. I'm not arguing with you that quarterbacks throw picks. There will be no. I don't know. I can say this and I don't even gotta Google it. There's probably never been a quarterback that played the whole season starting and never threw a pick. That just doesn't happen, right? Quarterbacks are gonna throw picks. My thing is all boils down to your decision making. Are these picks tip balls? Are these picks receivers not running the right route? So these picks look like you snap the ball and go through your reads and you throw it right to a linebacker and you hit him in the numbers. That's not the interceptions I'm talking about. Right? When we talk about Peyton Manning, that's what I'm talking about. Peyton Manning showed you his growth over time. He showed you that he was a cerebral quarterback, since y'all want to keep bringing up Peyton Manning. He's a cerebral quarterback. He thought you could just look at him. We know that now because he's a Hall of Famer, but just look at him as he progressed. Tom Brady is the same way, very cerebral quarterback. Russell Wilson is the same way. He's cerebral and he's athletic and mobile. He's got everything. Lamar Jackson is starting to get there, where he's mobile and cerebral. Big Ben was like that. Big Ben was tough as nails. He was what Jameis Winston should be. Jameis Winston should be big, tough as nails, risk taker, rolling out of the pocket. Difference is Big Ben made smart decisions, man. He threw picks too. He made dumb ones every now and then, but that wasn't what plagued his season. You can't define a Big Ben season by using the word interception. You can't define a Peyton Manning season by using the word interception. You can define Jameis Winston's season by using the word interception. when you think about a quarterback, if the first thing you think about is picks, the majority of the people that watch football think picks, then that's a problem. I'd rather you say Jameis Winston game manager, Tom Brady Super Bowl. I'd rather you, when you start doing word association with Jameis Winston, the first word I would rather you say is game manager. Now, well, I can't say that. I would rather you say Super Bowl winning, Hall of Fame, touchdown, 5,000 yards, 100 touchdowns, no. Of course, I would rather you say that. But I would rather you say, if I had to weigh it, I would rather you say game manager versus 5,000 yards and 30 picks. Let's see where we at. Let me scroll down some more because I'm kind of late. All right, let's go. All right, Marlo said later, peace. Holla at you, man. Appreciate you coming through. Justin says, I didn't say that the kicker is trash too, but just as much as you could say we would win if he made his kicks, you could say we win if Jameis didn't throw those picks. Yeah, that's true. No, that's true. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. He make those kicks, we win. Jameis don't throw those picks, we win. We win if these mistakes aren't being made. My point is, Matthew Gay is not asking for $30+ million over the next 4 seasons and becoming a franchise quarterback. That's not what he's asking for. He's not going to go to the Bucs bank account and take out a significant amount of money and put it in his pocket. Matt Gay, you missed all those kicks, goodbye. Or you know what, we'll keep you, but we're going to give you $5 in a chicken sandwich. Okay, all right. Right, he's good. You tell Jameis Winston that, and he's going to say, nah, I got to get the hell up out of here. I can't do that. Right? So if Matt Gay is the reason why we lost, he's not asking for big money. We can get him the fuck out of here or keep him or whatever the case we decide to do. Jameis Winston is asking for big money. You can't lose us games and then want to be the highest paid player on the team. And potentially top 3, top 4 paid quarterbacks in the NFL. And you giving 12 to 17 points a game. That's crazy. You can't do that. Had he done this 2 years ago, which he did. You done this 2 years ago, threw all them picks. Okay, cool. See you next year. Do better next year. We on your rookie contract, fine. I hate it, don't like it, but whatever. We'll see you next year. But when you do that and ask for all that money, see, now I got a problem. All right, scrolling down. Oh, it's getting late. Okay. I'll pay him $20 a year and keep my defense together. He is not going to take $20 million. That's the thing, Willie. He ain't taking $20 million, bro. He won't take $20 million. That is really low. $20 million is really low. I'm willing to pay him more than $20 million. God damn. He won't take $20 million. His agent wouldn't even let him do that. Because at a minimum, if we franchise tag him, he at least get 32 million or something like that. He at least get that. So if you offer me 20, I'll say fuck it, franchise tag him. I'll at least get 12 million more for next year. But the news is saying, the Tampa media is saying that he wouldn't sign the franchise tag, which means that Jameis Winston will hold out. If what they say is true, because I don't know. I can only go off what when I read stuff on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, I'm reading it from Tampa Bay media. Tampa Bay media is there in Tampa. These people are in the locker room. So if they say Jameis Winston said this, okay, I guess he said that. You're quoting it. But I don't know who said this 30 million, he not going to sign the tender thing. I don't know who said that, but that's what everybody's been talking about, and that he won't sign it. And let me tell you something, James. If they franchise tag you and you don't sign it, fuck them. Let them sit out all season. Whatever. You don't got to sign, let them sit out all season, fine them and be done with it. Draft your quarterback. All right, scroll it down. I got to catch up with y'all, man. I will admit he cost us the Texas game. Did he? What other games did he cost us? He damn sure cost us this one. I got the kicker. But why did the Atlanta average start their drives on like 40? Why did they start the majority of their drives on our side of the field? Why? Fumble, got it. Picks, right? Pick 6, right? Why? Why did they have great field position every time they touched the ball? There's a big difference than starting on the 20 or the 25-yard line on your side than starting on the 40 on their side. When you only got to run for like 10 more yards, and then you at least know you can kick a field goal. There's a big difference in how you play if that's the case. What other games did he cost us? Because he cost us more than the Texans game and the Atlanta game. All right. Ty Will Hooligans, what up, baby? Okay, Joe says it only takes one teammate to have doubt creep in. That's a fact. It'll spread like a cancer or a germ, man. That's a fact, Joe. Shout out to you, man. Is Tom Brady winning with this team? You said it's Tom Brady winning with this team. Tom Brady wins with this type of team every season. Who Tom Brady? Who's his running back? I don't know. I'm saying that anecdotally, but seriously, he wins with no-name receivers, no-name running back every year. No name. Now he do got Edelman. I give him that. That's his go-to. But he win with no-name wide receivers every year. Why? How? Part of it's taping. They be taping everybody practice. I got you. Part of it's taping because they do be cheating. But Tom Brady winning at 40-some years old. All right, that was my little battery indicator there. So we got to skip through. Okay. All right, man, I'm way behind y'all. Smallville said, let's say that everything you just said about Jameis is correct, but know what you say. It should have not even made it to overtime. Yeah, 3 missed kicks by Matt Gay and a huge missed tackle by MJ Stewart. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, he made those 3 kicks. We win the game. We walk off the field. But remember what I said about that field position. We can say if we don't call this play on 3rd down and we call that play on 3rd down, we get the 1st down. We can do that. But let me tell you something. If you got your game, if you are comfortable with your game riding on the leg of your kicker, if you're comfortable with that, then I say then you're gonna love the Bucs. So you're gonna love those teams that are routinely in the bottom half of the league. Because we all want good kickers, right? Every team does. But you want to rely on your playmakers. You want to come to the game and say, my playmakers are going to make plays all game. I know my Shaqs is going to get me at least a sack and a half. I know that Bashar Perriman going to get me at least a touchdown and 110 yards. I know Rojo going to break at least 2 runs for 30 and 40 yards and a touchdown, right? I know, SMB or Carlton going to get me one. I know Devin White going to get me one. My playmaker's going to show up. That's what you want to rely on. You don't want to come in the game where the kicker didn't miss his 3 kicks. See, those teams like that, man, if that's your routine, now that can happen in any game, right? It come down to last kick, final kick of the game, time running out, got that piece. But if your season is characterized like that, well, because that's a problem. Teams in the bottom half of the league, they hang on to any little thing they can do to get a win instead of taking the win. They hang on to all this little stuff like this, but my kicker, but my to get a win instead of going out there saying, no, I don't give a damn, we taking it. We didn't come in here to play with y'all. We came here to take our dub and we taking it. My playmakers are gonna, my phone gonna die. My playmakers are gonna take it. Bottom line, we coming in here and we taking this game from y'all. Kicker fucked up, got him, he out, fuck him, let's go. Right, Mike Evans go down, we say fuck him. Sit down, Mike Evans, with your baby ass string. Chris God, you running one, let's go. Oh shit, Chris God, I'm going, fuck him. Hey, Rashard Perriman, you running the one. Justin Watson, you number 2, let's go. Next man up. So even if I kick or miss every kick, we got playmakers. I don't want him to miss every kick, but if he do, we got playmakers. You are a losing team if that's all you got to rely on, like the Falcons. They only can rely on they kicker this game. Because, and then Julio was trying to get out there, but you could tell he was hurt as hell. He still played though, he muscled through that shit, but he was hurt. They relied on their kicker all game. Guess what? That's why they 7-9. They want to switch that and be, 13-3. They can't rely on Young Hoku only for the whole season. Same thing with us. We got to be able to rely on our playmakers, man. Can't just rely on that kicker. So yes, he did miss his kicks, and yes, we would have won the game. We'll be 8-8. Got it. But our playmakers, especially somebody wanting $30+ million a season in a long-term contract and to be the face of our franchise. Oh boy, we got to not only rely on you, we got to lie on you. We got, lay on you. We got to put it all on you because you're the franchise quarterback. We're expecting you to do it. No matter what's happening in the game, we're expecting you to do it. And we're expecting you to win these games for us with the help of the team. Don't get me wrong, but we want to see you do it. We want to see you make it happen. Franchise quarterback. Aaron Rodgers do it. Aaron Rodgers go in that game, and no matter what they got going on, Aaron Rodgers said, relax. I got you. I got it. Hut, touchdown. Hut, touchdown. Got you. Tom Brady said the same thing. I don't give a damn what. We had Antonio Brown, and he left. We had this person, he gone. Big Gronk, he wanted to retire. I don't give a damn about none of that. Let's go. Hut. 12 wins. Russell Wilson, who his wide receivers? Don't matter. Go. Touchdown. Let's go. Playoffs. Look at Jimmy Garoppolo. San Francisco 49ers. Devastating defense. Who is receivers? Don't matter. Go. That's the difference. That's the difference, man. Doesn't matter. Let's go. Suit up. Next man up. So if you're gonna sit here and say, yeah, but if the kicker, if that's what we boiling it down to, where the kicker missed his kick, so we lost. Okay. If your season is characterized like that, then you're gonna be 7-9. All right. Let's go. Dub says, and I don't mean to skip all your comments, but I can't read them all because my battery gonna die. Where we at? Dub said we have 3 number 1 wide receivers and 2 above average tight ends. I can see that. We definitely have 2 number 1 wide receivers. We definitely have 2 in Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. Definitely. Either one of them will be number 1 on a whole lot of teams. But Rashard Perriman has proven himself that he's capable of making some great plays. But I would not ride a whole season on him. I would not come into the season saying he's my number 1 wide receiver. I wouldn't do that. He's been proving himself, but I wouldn't do that. I would make him. I would say he can be somebody's number two. Definitely. I wouldn't ride a season on him being number one. Definitely Mike Evans and definitely Chris Godwin. Above average tight ends, I can't say that. I can't say we got above average tight ends. I would say we got very average tight ends. I don't know where number 80 was. I don't know where number 84. I don't know where these guys were. I mean, they made some plays. Cameron Brate, they said he was inconsolable. One of the Bucs. I can't never remember who said this, but said he was inconsolable after that last game when he dropped that damn third down and lost us that game. Or I should say contributed to the loss in that game. Because he messed up. I wouldn't say he's above average. Above average would be somebody like Kittle. Kittle is above average tight end. Travis Kelce, that's above average tight end. Those are the caliber when you start saying above average. The tight ends that we are doing nothing spectacular to qualify them to be above average. They are very average. Some would argue even below average. Part of our offensive line blocking problems are also the tight ends who are on the edge of that offensive line. Our tight ends have not been factors as much as they should have been because of the play call. But every playbook don't feature tight ends. And also when you got Chris Godwin and Mike Evans and now Bashard Perriman, you want to get the ball in those guys' hands, right? Tight ends are great for, a little 5-yard, little slant, little come, and then hopefully they big enough and strong enough to get some yak after that. But it's hard to feature them in your offense unless your offense is designed for that. And this offense is not designed to feature tight ends. So that kind of stunted their growth a little bit. But when it was time to call a number, they didn't show up, man. So OJ Howard is probably going to be trade bait. Cameron Brate, I don't know, man. I don't know. We're going to keep one of them. But which one you think teams want? They damn sure don't want Cameron Brate. They already showed you that. That's why Adam Humphrey left and Cameron Brate stayed. So OJ Howard will be we can hope. The only thing we can hope for when it comes to trade. Okay. Where we at? All right, Blue. Blue said you sounded like a gay nut hugger. Oh, man. I ain't even going there. Look. Shout out to Matt Gay, man. Look. If we move on, man. I got nothing. Matt Gay has missed 13 field goals. That's Chandler Catanzaro type bad. But he missed 3 in one game. God damn, man. So when he off. When Matt Gay off, he off. He way off. When he off, he way off. He pushed it right, then pushed it left, then I don't know what this man was doing. And these kickers, man, they mentality so fucking fragile, man. Like, where y'all get these kickers from? Man, we need to get some kickers from the hood or like the trailer park or something. Like, I want my kicker straight out of Alabama, some trailer park somewhere, man. Like, just been through some shit, like a trooper, like, man. Like, goddamn it, I don't give a goddamn. I missed that goddamn field goal. Fuck it, line up, let's do it again. Like, I need me somebody like that. Like, straight out the trailer park, tough as fucking nails, wish you would type of kicker. That way he could be like, man, I missed that field goal, fucking let it go. These field goal kickers so damn soft, man. They so damn, oh no, I missed the field goal, oh my God. Then they come back out, I'll push it to the right, and I'm gonna push it to the left. Man, I can't with these damn kickers, man. And I don't know why we be having these damn kickers that's just mentally just tore up, man. They really need to work on that. Like, they need to get me a kicker out of West Virginia some damn where that been fighting his brothers all his life, that grew up hard as fuck, playing in the middle of the street. Get me that kind of kicker. Get me him. That way I could be like, you missed it. And I'm like, fuck you. I'm gonna kick it again. Man, he don't need no pat on the helmet and shit. Come on, man, get up. Nah, man. He just like, fuck it, let's go. All right, here we go. 27 million, I like it. Who said that? 27 million, Jay. Yeah, I like 27 million. He ain't gonna take that. Where we at? Kent Swift from Georgia. Who is Swift from Georgia? What I miss? I know. Wifey didn't send me a message and everything. All right. Rojo is just not a 25 a carry player that's clear. Oh, that's clear. I got you. Plus, no team has just one back. Yeah. It's very clear. You know, it's funny. I don't like to give Dirk Cutter no damn credit because I don't like Dirk Cutter. I don't fuck with him. But I will say this. Dirk Cutter sat that man all season. And I don't know why. We couldn't figure that out for a long time. Me and the hooligans discussed this many, many occasions. And I was like, man, they won't give Rojo a chance. And BA came in like, yeah, we I don't know why Rojo sat on the sideline. Dumbass goddamn Cutter, fuck him, right? Maybe he saw something that I don't know, man. When you look over the season at Rojo's performance, what would you rate him? Would you rate him in the top 15 runners? No. Would you rate him in the top 20 runners? No. Would I rate him in the top 27? No. He's probably, I don't know. He might be up 32 teams. He might be 27, 26. That ain't going to get it. That's not going to get it. So maybe Cutter didn't start his ass because he wasn't worth starting. And remember, we were still scoring 30, 40 points a game with Cutter without the pieces that we got now, with no running game. We still putting up these scores with a running game. Rojo had his chance. Rojo had his chance, man. All right. Who's going to replace Winston? Bucs need a quarterback better than him. Andre all day. I don't know, man. I tell you what. A lot of the Bucs fans saying Teddy Bridgewater. But you know what I think? I think Teddy Bridgewater might be in the Saints' future because Drew Brees can't stay there all game. I mean, all his life. I think if Drew Brees go to the Super Bowl this season, I think he's gonna retire after that and hang him up. Somebody asked me this in my in the comments under my other video, my last video. I think they were a Saints fan, and they said something to the effect of, and I meant to respond and I forgot. But they said, but if you're watching this, I'm answering your question. You said something like a Saints fan saying the Bucs was doing pretty good. They just got to, fix some things, something like that. Then you said, what do I think about the Saints going to do, and what do I think about the division next season? So let me answer that. I think if Drew Brees gets the Super Bowl and wins it, I think he's going to hang it up because that's 2 Super Bowls. Same amount as Eli Manning, and same amount as a lot of the greats, right? Well, I don't want to say the greats because Eli Manning ain't. Well, you got to give him love. Okay, that's another discussion. But not one, show him that you could do it again. And not only that, the Saints have been pissed on when it comes to the Super Bowl in the past, right? That pass interference call, and it's been a few little ticky-tacky little things that's kept them out of the Super Bowl. So I think Drew Brees want to just show that he can do it again. He already solidified Hall of Fame, first ballot, ain't no thing, you already know that. But I think he's going to hang it up. If he hangs it up, then I think they're going to run with Teddy Bridgewater. Because who else they going to run with, right? When you already got the guy in the building. So the smart thing to do for the Saints is to go ahead and bring Teddy back, re-sign him. Problem with that is Teddy Bridgewater is probably going to want to start for a team. He has the caliber, he has the skill, the ability. He went 5-1 as their starter, so he's definitely ready to start for a team again. There's a lot of teams that need quarterbacks. Some would say we do. Washington does. Man, it's a lot of teams out there that need quarterbacks. Miami does. Like, it's a lot. So Teddy Bridgewater can find a suitor to pay him to start. Bucs fans are saying, let us pay him and bring him in and let Jameis Winston go. Now, the Bucs aren't opposed to doing that because they've done it in the past, i.e., they let Jerry McCoy go and gave his money to Ndamukong Suh. Um, so they've done these things before. They even did it this season. So they're not opposed to doing it. They're not opposed to letting the guy that we become comfortable with go and bring in another guy and pay him. So it would be fitting if they were going to do that again, they would let Jameis Winston go and go bring in Teddy Bridgewater and give Teddy Bridgewater Jameis Winston money. But I don't. Oh, are we back? See, I got my damn phone acting stupid. But anyway, so I don't think that the Bucs are against it. But the Bucs fan want Teddy Bridgewater. If they do that, if y'all get rid of Teddy Bridgewater and Drew Brees retires, we take the division. That's what I think. Because of the teams in the NFC South, we are the only team. I mean, we are the team that's built to win today, so long as we don't give the game away. We need more discipline and we need better quarterback play. We need more solid run game, but we are built to win. I don't think the Panthers don't even know who's going to be their quarterback next year, and they need a new coach. The Falcons are just trash, top to bottom. I mean, they need offensive pieces, they need defensive pieces, they need better position coaches. They trash top to bottom, but they do got a great kicking game and young hope. But other than that, they done. So right now, the Bucs are positioned to take the division, so long as Drew Brees is not there anymore. It's almost like having Michael Jordan. Well, I'm gonna say Michael Jordan. I can say it, whatever. It's like having Michael Jordan in your goddamn conference. Like, it's just like, damn, like we can't make it out of here because of Jordan. You know, they say Charles Barkley couldn't win the damn chip because of Jordan. So, and that's another discussion. But, you know, when you got somebody like that in your division, it's just hard, man, to take the division. So you can only hope to get a wild card. And then if y'all bring in Antonio Brown, and you got Michael Thomas and Antonio Brown, and you got Kamara and Drew Brees, it's just, and a good defense, and it's going to be hard to take the division from the Saints unless Drew Brees plays a lot. And if it dips a lot or he gets hurt and then they put in Teddy Bridgewater, he has proven that he can also run with that torch. So we got to get Teddy Bridgewater up out of New Orleans. So if we did, which is what some Bucs fans saying, if we did sign Teddy Bridgewater, we will be doing two things. We will be, in my opinion, improving at the quarterback position, in my opinion. And we would also be taking away a potential opponent in Teddy Bridgewater in the future for the Saints once Drew Brees leaves. So that's why I think the division gonna go. I think if Drew Brees is there, it's gonna be Saints, Bucs, Atlanta, and then Carolina. If y'all lose him and Teddy Bridgewater, or even if y'all have Teddy Bridgewater, I think it'll be the Bucs, Saints, Atlanta, and Carolina. I think Carolina about 4 years away from doing anything. Yeah. All right. All right, we got to wrap it up. We're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. We're going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and then we're going to wrap it up. Okay, Brent says, if you bring in Bridgewater, we need a new coach and playbook. $3%. I got 3% battery left. All right. If it dies, holla at y'all, man. I don't think we definitely don't need a new coach. You mean a coordinator? Yeah, Byron Leftwich can coach Teddy with the playbook. Nah. We would need a new coordinator. I'm worried about Ty Bowles might get snatched. I think Ty Bowles might get snatched off our team. I think that's gonna happen this offseason. I think Ty Bowles already getting calls. Maybe not to be. I think he might be getting. I don't know, man, because he's already been a head coach and then he was fired and all of that. He did good. I'm worried about him. Sometimes these coaches will go to college and be a head coach in college. So we'll see what kind of moves they make. But he's already at the defensive coordinator position, so to go take over another defensive coordinator position wouldn't make sense. But I'm worried about him. I'm worried about losing him. This how he turned all these rookies around is crazy. So I am worried about losing him. Somebody might put him on the staff, make him defensive coordinator and assistant head coach, and in line to take over their team or whatever. But I don't know. So we'll see. I'm not worried about losing Byron Leftwich. I'm not worried about that. But we'll see, man. We will see. But if we get Teddy Bridgewater, let's just say for hypothetically we get Teddy Bridgewater, I think we can make it work. But I would prefer us to get a different type of coordinator, not head coach though. All right. All right, here we go. All right, where we at? Kent. Shout out to Kent, man. Raiders and Bucs make the playoffs next year. Plus, we both finished 7-8. Gruden back with them. Won with us in the Super Bowl versus Raiders. Plus, we played the first game next year. This NFL is rigged and scripted. Okay. Uh, wouldn't that be interesting? Wouldn't that be interesting? But I will tell you, it's going to be very hard to stop Lamar Jackson for years to come. It's going to be very hard. The only thing that could, and God forbid, the only thing that could happen to him is an injury that kind of RG3s him. But other than that, it's going to be very, very hard for the Raiders to get out of the AFC. It's going to be very, very hard for the Bucs to take over the NFC with teams like the Saints still there, teams like Green Bay, teams like, the 49ers. Like, it's some serious teams in the NFC, better than the AFC, but it's some serious teams to get out of the NFC. It's going to be very, very difficult to do that. Not saying we can't, but it'll be very hard to do that. Now, anything can happen in the playoffs, right? You catch a spark and you ride that all the way to the end. Underdog, got all of that, but it's going to be very hard to see this flag in the in the Super Bowl again if we don't get this quarterback thing figured out, this offensive line thing figured out, and this run game figured out. We're going to have to. If we can do that, then we can be formidable. But other than that, we ain't going to be there. We can get to the playoffs, but we're going to have a hard time when we get there if we don't fix all of this stuff. We got the defense, and them boys is young. So our linebacking core is set. Our corners is set. We good on our safeties once Jordan Whitehead come back. And our defensive line, the way it's built right now, built to win. So the defense is set. Offense is set too. At the wide receiver position, we set there too. Running game, offensive line, and quarterback. Fix that. Sky's the limit. It's still gonna be tough. All right. We can just okay. Doug say do a season wrap up with the other YouTubers. T2. Yeah, man. If y'all missed it last year, me and Bucko's Locker did get an end of season wrap up for the fans, and I'm not opposed to doing that. We just there's some logistics that we have to work out, but I'm not opposed to doing that at all, man. Mr. Bucks Nation, I do it with any of them, man. It don't matter to me, man. If you want to talk to Tampa 2, just hit me up, man. Y'all know where I'm at. Hit me up on Instagram, Tampa 2 YouTube. Go join my Instagram and we can lock it in, man. It's all good, man. I'll make it happen for the people. And if not, cool. If not, cool. I will say, and this is the last thing I'm going to say, I got to get off this thing. I'm at 1%, and my screen is already starting to dim, but I'm going to say this. Hopefully it'll catch all this. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. We're going to start talking about the draft. Once the playoffs and all that is done, I'll be around here up on Tampa 2 YouTube. We good. I appreciate y'all viewing me, man. Talking to me all season. It's been a long ride. All my views and all of my subscribers I got organically, man. I don't promote anything. I don't drop links on no pages. I don't do any of that. Every single person that subscribed to my channel and every single view I got on this channel came organically, man. Like I didn't do none of that. I didn't go out there and try to link in with all these other people. I didn't do that. I just turned my camera on and talk what I talk. And y'all got here however y'all got here. And I'm going to continue to be just like that. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. New gear going to be in the store coming up. It just sold out. Sold out a lot of the shirts and stuff like that, and then I had to restock them and all that. But I'm gonna go in and figure out how to do all that. I just ain't never went back on there. But I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. Hit me up, Tampa 2 YouTube, on Instagram. Hit me in the comments. I holler at y'all, man. Peace.